साऊथ गोवान सनबर्नाक विरोध केल्या उपरांत परत एकदा सनबर्न वागातोर जातलो असो व्हिडिओ सोशल मीडियाचेर व्हायरल साऊथ गोवान सनबर्नाक विरोध केल्या उपरांत परत एकदा सनबर्न वागातोर जातलो असो व्हिडिओ सोशल मीडियाचेर व्हायरल जाताच उत्तर गोंयच्या लोकां मदीं बरोच बोवाळ जालो आनी लोकांची मनां पेटून आयली। आमकां सनबर्न सारकेलो ईडीएम फेस्टिवल तशेंच हेर कसलेच लार्ज स्केल इव्हेंट्स वागातोर जाल्ले नाका असो लोकांचो सूर। ह्या इव्हेंटाक लागून नॉयज पोल्युशन जाता, ट्रॅफिक कंजेशन जाता, सगळो कचरो जळामळा पडिल्लो आसता, त्या भायर क्रायमांत लेगीत वाड जाता अशें लोकांचें म्हणणें। ट्युरिजमाक आमी सपोर्ट करता, मात सस्टेनेबल ट्युरिजमाचेर सरकारान लक्ष दिवंक जाय। तशेंच गोंयची आयडेंटिटी आनी गोंयचें कल्चर फुडें व्हरपाचेर भर दिवंक जाय अशें लोकांचें म्हणणें।
हो 4 दिसाचो तो खेळ आसता तो आमच्या फुडले पिळगेक, आमचे यूथ, आमचो जो कल्चर आसा, आमचे जे दायज आसा, आमचे जे गांव आसा तो पिड्ड्यार करून वता आनी आमकां आमचे गांवचें नांव खंयच्याच परिस्थितीन पिड्ड्यार करपाचें ना। म्हणून आमी सगळे लोक आयज हांगा आयला आनी असले जे आमी स्पेसिफीक खंयच्याच इव्हेंटाचें नांव घेयना। वी आर ओपोजींग बीग टिकेट इव्हेंट्स इन नॉर्थ गोवा। सो ताका लागून आयज आमी आयला। तुमी पळयलाच आसतले असले बीग इव्हेंट्साक आमच्या देवाचे सुद्धा फोटोज ते यूज करता, शंकराचे यूज करता, थंय रिलिजियस सेंटिमेंट्स आमचे हर्ट जाता। अशें जावचें न्हू। आमचे नॉर्थ गोवान खुबशे चर्च आसा, टेम्पल्स आसा, हो आमचो कल्चर, आमचो गोंयचो कल्चर आसा, हो आमकां लोकां समोर दाखोवपाचो आसा। आमकां जो असले बीग टिकेट इव्हेंट्स दाखोवपाचे ना आनी जो 2 दिसाचो खेळ आसा तो बंद करपाक जाय अशें आमकां दिसता।
We ask your help in saying no to any big ticket events, keeping Sunburn as a case study. We will release a memo of what is the current situation and all details included in this memo that will be shared to the press as well. Now, what is the definition of festival? Oxford Dictionary states it as follows: a period of the year when people stop working to celebrate a special event, often a religious event. Two important questions here. Is Sunburn a religious event? I don't think so. Is it a special event? For those who say yes, majority of them are tourists. For those who say no, it is unanimously the locals who are facing issues. Something that Jen will expound more on, because she stays about a kilometer from these events and what problems are faced by the villagers. Now today I sit here before you as a doctor from the village of Anjuna. I plead you with folded hands, please, if this thing what I am doing here is not the will of the people, I would not be standing, I would not be sitting here. If it does not worsen the health of the people, I would not be sitting here. I would be in the confines of my home. The only support I have in this fight is from the villagers and from your Goans, non-Goans, Indians, foreigners and all friends of Goa. We implore to the following, to all of the above. Now, what is our next goal? We plan to implore the help of the Comunidad, because this is where the event is held. Mr. Dominic Pereira, the president, has shown great support in stopping anything that deteriorates the environment and deteriorates the village of Anjuna. The recent clearing of illegal sites that had encroached on Comunidad land shows that he is with us in this resolve. And we hope that the same is done for payment defaulters to the Comunidad, those that contribute to the destruction of Goa. Now, Mr. Dominic Pereira was replaced Mr. Desmond Alvarez, who is the current petitioner in the High Court case against the noise pollution. One thing why I'm mentioning this is we need to understand that Mr. Dominic Pereira's resolve to get a resolution is very strong, and therefore we believe that being someone who was selected by the High Courts based on his proximity to the venues, the Comunidad and the entire team will help us, because this is a village issue. The next person, the second person, is Mr. Lakshmidas Chimulkar, the Sarpanch of Anjuna Panchayat. We hope to expect his support in this endeavor as he has voiced his resolve to stand with the people. As we can see, he was there present with the villagers. There are very few Sarpanchas who do that, and we must thank him for showing his resolve to stand with the villagers as they fought the water crisis.
We have been in this tourism industry since 80s, and we know before the Sunburn festival came to Goa, we consider Christmas and New Year as the peak season of the year. Yes, there is no doubt that there are a lot of tourists during Sunburn, but we don't profit anything from them. Whenever we have this event, there is so much traffic that we can't even move out from our houses. We are like inside. If we want to go somewhere, we want to do shopping because we run a small restaurant. So when we want to do the shopping, we can't go out because if we go, it is always one way, and to reach back home, it takes a long time, and our things are not completed.
Now we said we hope that his support is there. We do not. In the past, he was there with us. Even when Madam Delilah came, he was there with us. We hope that he supports us in this endeavor, and that is how we are going to approach him. Now, regarding the land belonging to the Communidad, we hope, like I said, we are here, whoever has made these statements are the villagers of Goa. These statements are not made by the Sarpanch or the Communidad. Okay. Now the Communidad president has shown his resolve that he has taken action. The very question that you are asking is a question that has been asked so many times, and that is why after this press conference we require the support of people. Now we need to understand one thing: the courts can only take action if there is the voice, if there is something to rely on, if there are complaints, if there are, let's say, 112 complaints, only then can the courts take action. Similarly, we hope that a lot of people understand what's going on. Now, why was it not raised earlier? I do not know. I am here today, and I hope that we can take it up from here.
आमचो जो वो हे आसा जो आयज आमी प्रेस कॉन्फरन्स घेतला तो कोणाच्या अगेन्स्ट ना, खंयच्याच पॉलिटिशियन खंयच्याच सरपंचा अगेन्स्ट ना. आमचो हो प्रोटेस्ट आसता तांकां रिक्वेस्ट करपाक की आमच्या बरोबर तुमी रावा आनी आमी आमच्या भुरग्यांचे नेक्स्ट जनरेशन जे आसा 3 दिसाचे हांव जाणा की खूब मेनी थिंग्स आर इनवॉल्ड, म्हाका तुमकां सांगपाची गरज ना, बट असले इजी मनी आनी इजी हे आमकां नाका. आमी आमचे फुडल्या जनरेशनाक कितें तरी एग्जाम्पल सेट करुया. आमचो जो गांव आसा, आमचे गोंयाक लोक जे वळखताच ते आमी नांव दवरुया. आमी जर आयज फुडें सरले आनी आमकां सगळ्यांनी सपोर्ट केलो जाल्यार ते जावंक शकता. आनी मिडिया तुमी आसा, मिडिया शिवाय कांयच जायना. सो हांव मागता की मिडिया तुमी आमकां सपोर्ट करचो आनी आमी लोकांक रिक्वेस्ट करून फुडें सरुया, ट्राय करुया. कित्याक ट्राय करूया न्हू?
The income that comes from these events is not single point. We have a lot of parties involved, like some of the locals get, some of the Communidad members get, some some vendors get, some of them who have taken certain contracts they get. Now regarding our locals, regarding our Goans, which is why we have gathered here today, if we talk about how much do we require, I would like to just state something that I heard very recently by Sir Pramod Sawant, Dr. Sawant, our Chief Minister, respected Chief Minister, where he said that Goa is a financially strong state. And in a financially strong state, no one needs to worry. Be it a taxi driver, be it a cart owner, or whether it's an omelette or whatever. And these are very essentials. I stay in Anjuna. Okay, I know how important they are, because at night when I need to maybe get get some chips packet or get some coffee, I go to them. There is no outlet that is open, so I go to them. So I understand I understand what they are facing, and we need to make it very clear: we are not against the locals. We are not against these small businesses, which are very important to us also. We also have businesses. It's very unfair that some of these businesses do not have place, and therefore the need for encroachment. But we are not against them. Please, just one thing.
सनबर्न ही जगातली नंबर 1 पार्टी. दर वर्सा हांगा जाता. ह्या वर्सा थंयच जातली. जरी तेंच्यांनी तुमचे मायंड डायवर्ट केली सावथाक, जाल्यार ती थंयच जावपाची आसा. ऑलरेडी तिकेट सोळ करपाक तेंच्यांनी चालू केले. अशा परिस्थितीत तुमी ती पार्टी कशी कितें बंद करूं शकता, हो एक क्वेश्चन. दुसरी गोश्ट, तुमी म्हणटात की आमी कोर्टाचो सपोर्ट घेतले. कोर्टान कितें म्हटलां, जर सपोज आवाज येता बिफोर 10 बंद जावपाक जाय, अशा परिस्थितीन तुमी फुडें कशें कितें करतले?
Thank you so much. I'll try to, once again, I'm really sorry for my konkani. I hope I answer your questions. Not in the correct order, but let's catch the 10 p.m. issue. One dialogue that has been said by the venues, minded by the venues, I'm not saying the media, by the venues, is that they are playing only after 10 p.m. and that we have an issue only when it is 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. We have an issue throughout the day. As can be seen in today's article in a leading newspaper, where different decibel values were recorded in, I think so it was in the Herald, where different decibel values were recorded by a reporter, and that shows the defiance. Now we only know what is shown, that these, that they're playing only after 10, that the courts have a problem only after 10. But the story on ground is very different. Now, regarding the tickets that have been sold, even on the tickets now on these websites, we have provided this as evidence also, that when it mentions the venue, it says to be announced soon, to be declared soon. Now, we do not want to divert the Sunburn event or any big event to South Goa or North Goa. In fact, I will go so far as to say that we feel such events should not and never be held in a large distance from residential areas. Such events are held across the world, and if authorities feel that such events are needed to boost the economy and to boost something that the youth enjoy, then may these events be held in isolated areas in India, of which there are many. To select a beautiful place like Bagator and destroy it is nothing short of destroying our own land and our own culture. We collectively have decided that if we will go with the courts, we hope that the courts will help us. We are sure of that. In case it goes on, and like last year, it still goes on, we pledge to sit at the gates of Sunburn. We will sit down at the gates of Sunburn and make sure that Sunburn or any big ticket event is not held this year in Bagator or anywhere in Goa.
तर कोर्टान स्पष्ट म्हटलां की आफ्टर 10 म्युझिक अलाउड ना. बिफोर 10 जर करता जाल्यार तुमी कशें तेंचे बंद करू शकता?
डेसिबल असता न्ही, बिफोर 10 सुद्धा 55 डेसिबल 65 डेसिबल.
ओके. जर समज
लास्ट टाइम कितें जाल्लें, लास्ट टाइम PI वचून तेंच्यांनी हे जाल्लें, लोकांनी पळयल्लें तेंचे डेसिबल वाडयल्लो आनी PI वचून ते बंद केल्ले. सो तशें जाल्यार तशें जावंक ना.